Hey y'all, it's your girl Mika of Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance. In this all signs reading, we'll be going from Aries and we'll go all the way to Pisces. Keep in mind that time is fluid in tarot, so the messages in this reading could resonate for your past, your present, or your future. Also, the roles can be reversed in this reading, so take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. If you don't know your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, check out the link down below in the description box because there could be a message in any of those natal chart placements just for you. All right, y'all ready? Let's get into it. Hey y'all, happy Friday. I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you guys so much for joining me on another live. On this particular live, how exciting is it for us to do mini reads? But it's not going to be the type of mini read that you're used to. This one is just going to be yes and no questions. So get those yes and no questions ready because following our all signs reading on what you need to know right now in this moment, after Pisces, I will be answering any of your questions with a yes or no and a small explanation. So if you're interested in getting added to that list, all you have to do, you have two options. You can either join our community by being a member of the channel, or you can actually just click on that link that you can find at the pinned comment at the top, or you can go ahead and click right here in the live chat. I have just posted it for you guys to go ahead and click on it, and there's still spaces available. So if you're interested in that, that's fine. For those of you who are joining and becoming a member this evening, thank you so much. Much love. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Do know there are some amazing perks that come along with being a member. One is that you do get a chance to attend members only live streams and watch exclusive member only videos. Another perk about being a member is that you get 10% off any purchase on my website, Mika Divine Spiritual. Yeah, I can't even talk. Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance.com. You also get member only live chats anytime that we have a member only exclusive live chat session. You will get access to that as a member. And you will also have exclusive shout outs. All my members, you get VIP tribute because you are my VIPs. You guys make it happen. You give me all the reasons to provide you that extra perks because that's what it's about. It's about getting all these amazing extra perks. And this is one of them this evening. By being a member, you get to participate in our yes or no question session absolutely free. So I love that. I think it's exciting. And as a member, if there's anything else you want to see coming up down the line, let me know. I have some amazing ideas coming up, but it is still fairly new on this channel. So be patient with me as I get my mind wrapped around the content that I want to produce for you all, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. So members, all you got to do is just sit tight. Hold on, hold those questions, wait until after Pisces. And then when I say go, members, go ahead. You will get first dibs on your yes and no questions. And then we'll move into our paid subscribers and viewers who choose to answer questions this evening. So that's my gift to you all. Thank you so much to the Soul Tribe fam, our amazing supporters of the channel. And thank you all, even if you're not a Soul Tribe member, just by being here this evening and watching on this Friday evening, it means the world to me. So thank you so much for joining me. So what is this reading all about? Well, I'm going to be pulling some oracle cards to get things started, and then we're going to dive deeper into what are the messages behind those oracle cards. It's not necessarily going to be a love reading. It's just going to be a reflective reading about you and messages you need to know. So We're going to change the pace a little tonight, but I hope you guys enjoy it. And big shout out to our amazing mod, T Rose, holding it down. Thank you so much, T Rose, for helping everyone navigate through tonight's reading. And big shout out to all of you that's here. I see we have another amazing Soul Tribe member of our membership, Porsche. Hey girl, how you doing? And Julie is here, always supporting the channel. Okay, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get started. First, we have Aries. Happy Aries season to all the Aries out there. Happy birthday. If you're an Aries celebrating your birthday this weekend, live it on up. Turn up, turn up, turn up. All right, Aries, let's see what we got. Any Aries in the room? Any Aries? Aries. Fiery Aries. All right, let's get to it. I see we got T Rose representing for Team Aries. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aries. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Aries, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me a little bit about the messages that Aries needs to hear at this time. We have purpose. It says, discover and live your life's purpose. Aries, this is a call from the divine for you to go for your dreams, navigate through what it is that you were sent here on this planet to do. What can you contribute to the world? What can you bring to the table that can help everyone else? We're going to clarify to see and get some clarity on what that can possibly be that the divine is talking about. But this is about self-discovery. That's what this reading is going to be about. It's about your purpose. There's a bigger purpose in your life you may not be aware of. We also have real estate. Some of you guys can also be moving, or you could be making some improvements to your home. Also here, I see investments. So some of you guys can be investing in properties or investing in your surroundings, where you live, where you frequent. Some of you could be remodeling your home. Maybe that's your purpose. Some of you guys could be real estate agents as well. All right, let's get to it. Let's see what else we got here. Christelle, welcome to the Soul Tribe. Thank you so much for joining the membership. Purpose, Spirit, what is that? We have the Ace of Pentacles. And we have the Page of Cups. You may not see this coming, Aries, but you're about to be blessed with an awesome new beginning. It's going to be an abundant opportunity that you're absolutely going to love. For some of you guys, it may actually be a new job, a new career. And for some of you guys, it could be new love, the person that you were actually supposed to be with. Give me something on this Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, Spirit's saying whatever you got going on in your world, you may feel like your world has turned upside down, but this is a detour that was necessary in order for you to find your purpose. Yeah. So don't worry, don't overthink it, don't stress about what you're experiencing. It was all determined to happen this way for you to kind of see the bigger perspective of things. Maybe I can get some insight on what that can actually be, you know. Some of you guys could feel a bit guilty about leaving someone behind, or you may feel guilty about making this move. If it's a new job, some of you guys could be guilty about changing career paths or something. Can you give me some clarity on what this could be, Spirit? We have Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. And the Seven of Cups in the reverse. I think your purpose is to no longer sell yourself short. So, whatever that means for you, I feel like a lot of you guys are kind of self sabotaging your own happiness in love and in your investments. Yeah. Things that happened in the past that you may feel like betrayed you, hurt you, all that is self-sabotaging behavior. So if you're still holding on to something from your past, an old relationship, a career or something, I'm just getting something you're holding on to where you have a greater purpose beyond that. So don't limit yourself and what you actually could achieve. Yeah, you have to be willing to not stay stagnant and content with where you are. Yeah, you got to move. You got to get moving. You got to get moving. All right. It's not telling me specifically what it is, but for a lot of you, it could be career, and for some of you, it could be love. I'm getting kind of both messages here. All right. What's this real estate? The Devil and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. I think for some of you guys, you may be a bit confused about if you've made the right investment or will be making the right investment in this new thing. Don't overthink it. Don't obsess about it. Don't worry about it. If this is a love reading, don't worry about this new person that can be coming into your life. Don't overthink it. Don't let pride and ego get in the way, because deep down you're going to feel a soulmate connection. And this is, if this is a career reading, same thing. Don't overthink and allow yourself to embrace it. I can see you guys living together, moving in together. I'm also getting like Four of Wands energy, marriage for some of you guys. What is a sign that Aries could pick up to know this is their story? We have Eight of Pentacles and we have the Two of Wands in the reverse. I think for a lot of you guys, it may be work related, but for some of you guys, I'm getting work and also passion. So it's really no, just whatever you're thinking, I would say. So if you're thinking more so like your focus right now is your career, that's what we're talking about. If you're focusing more on your love life, that's what we're talking. I'm getting two sets of Aries and I can't get away from that. Because no matter what card, I'm getting like both messages, but I think it can resonate both ways. It's talking about whatever this purpose that you're destined to go toward, you're only holding yourself back, basically. You're only holding yourself back because of fear. And that is the thing that spirit is saying you got to release and let go. All right, Aries, let me know if it resonates. I would love to hear your story. All right, y'all, we're going to keep this thing rolling. Next, we've got Taurus. Any Tauruses in the room? Taurus, Taurus. T Rose says, as an Aries, she will take the blessings. I heard that. Yes, y'all. Good energy is always a good thing. I'm glad things are going to turn around. I think sometimes when we go through such a bad time in our life, it's really hard to trust when something amazing is about to happen. It's like, wait, is this real? Is this fake? That's kind of what's happening. And for a lot of you guys, you won't see it, but it's coming. It's coming. It's like you're manifesting it in. It's amazing. All right, Taurus is next. Mitzi has Taurus in the 7th house. And big shout out to Mitzi, one of our other mods that just came on in. He's going to help you navigate through today's reading. Don't forget, you guys, we'll be doing yes and no questions following Pisces. Stay tuned, y'all. Woo! Okay, well, Taurus, I was going to ask Spirit, what do you need to know? And it just popped on out. So we have affirmations. It says use positive affirmations to reinforce your goals. And then we have clarity, gain a clear understanding of what you truly want. So you need to call in what you actually want and be very clear about what you want to call in into your life. Okay. A lot of times these affirmations that we say, we have to really kind of be super specific in what we're calling in from the universe. And for those of you guys that need help navigating through how to do affirmations, I actually have a playlist on my channel, Taurus, you can check out on different types of affirmations. I have affirmations on love, career, self-improvement, all kind of affirmation shorts that I've created just to kind of get you started with that. So be clear about what you want and call it in, because maybe some of you guys are still trying to figure it out. What else we got for Taurus? Yeah, we have commitment, binding, obstacles, contracts. So some of you guys are having a lot of issues with people that you're trying to commit to. It seems like it's an ongoing battle. You see this person in the card, they're like going through a lot of trouble. It seems like every time you try to get someone into your energy, it's a hard time. So I think what's happening is you have to be very clear about the type of partner that you want into your life. And so I always tell clients the best thing to do would be to create a list. So write down all the characteristic qualities and traits of what you want your future partner to be like. So that way you can call it in and you know exactly what you want. Let's get some more on this. Yeah, a lot of you guys really want true commitment. You don't want a struggling relationship anymore. But what does that look like to you? What does that look like to you? All right, Fair, give me some more on this. We have the King of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, it's about lack of clarity. And then what happens is you go out, you may date, you may have someone pop up in your energy, and then it's a bit confusing. Like, well, is this the person? Is this the right person? Only to find out that no, it's another failed relationship. Yeah. Some of you guys could be actually repeating cycles, I'm hearing, with people if you're not careful because of lack of clarity. There has to be that clarity there in order to call in what you want. Give me some more on what is this commitment? Yeah, the Magician and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. You guys keep manifesting people very similar to your past. And that's why we're seeing this guy here that's having the struggles. So what are some things Taurus can do to get clear about this, the clarity they need? With the Five of Pentacles, I think there needs to be some time to just be alone in solitude and maybe talk to friends and family and other people about this very toxic person, like getting some advice on these toxic people that you're connecting to. So maybe they can help you with that. And deep down, I think a lot of you guys have the illumination on what it is you actually recognize as red flags. But some of you guys could be more focused on your money, your finances, and not putting a lot of focus on love. And I think that's why there's this struggle. So there has to be kind of like let up on the money, on your stability, because I think that's where the success is for you, Taurus, in your career. But when it comes to love, there hasn't been a lot of focus on that. You've been just kind of going with the flow, I'm getting. Yeah. And attracting people that's not equally yoked to you with a Hierophant in reverse. Yeah. So yeah, with the Seven of Swords in reverse, it's like playing yourself or selling yourself short. So I think there's a need for that. So I hope that helps. Look at affirmations, but making that list, doing that exercise towards, I think will be absolutely helpful in getting you that clarity that you need. Good luck to you, Taurus. I hope that helped. Don't forget, guys, to like the video, show your girl some love. I would really appreciate it. And y'all let me know if you're enjoying the reading. It's a little different. It's a little different, but I'm trying to change it up. I try to change it up every now and then. Any Geminis in the room? Any Geminis? Any Geminis? Any Geminis? And for those that are watching live, don't forget to hit the like button here. It's free. It's free, y'all. Show your girl some love. I would appreciate it. All right, so let's get to it, Gemini. Let's see what we got. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What does Gemini need to know at this time? All Geminis. We have alignment. It says align your actions and thoughts with your desires. I'll read that again. Spirit wants you to align your actions and thoughts with your desires. So we need to have everything come full circle. You know, a lot of times us air signs get so wrapped up in our head and we have amazing ideas about what we want to envision for ourselves and what we want to create. But sometimes we don't follow through with that action, right? And what they say, thoughts become things, but you got to make those first steps, okay? To go chase your desires, what you're actually looking forward to. Hey, Estaden, how you doing? All right, let's get some more. I'm also getting with this circle, the world card, and the world card speaks of endings as well as new beginnings. So some of you guys are about to finally get your world into a close, your old cycles to a close and starting anew. Once you've had time to really unpack it all. And also with this image here, if you look at your phone, I also think of like the hermit, you know, someone in deep retrospection, thinking very deeply about what you actually want. Give me something here. Okay, we have care. It says parenthood, pardon, support. So some of you guys need to get into alignment with what do you want people to do to show that they care, that they love you, that they nurture you, that they respect you, and not accept the breadcrumbs, not accept someone that's going to come in and just treat you any kind of way. I think for a long time, Gemini, you've been the one that's been the caretaker, taking care of so many other people. Some of you guys can be parents. But what are you going to do to make those first steps to get people to show that they support you and care for you? Give me some more on this. Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Did not say about that generosity you always give to people, and it kind of pisses you off. You know, it kind of upsets you, Gemini, because for a lot of you Geminis, you've always gotten, I feel like a lot of you, the shorter end of the stick. Some of you guys can just be a lot of givers by nature, people pleasers. Yeah. You've always been there for your family, for your loved ones. And you just really want people to take action towards you and give you the same in return, especially for some of you guys that resonate with this story for your love life. All right. What is care? Five of Cups in the reverse and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, you guys are disappointed truly about a recent relationship that ended, that didn't fall through. You felt like you were putting a lot of care, a lot of energy, you know? But then with this alignment and the care is everything that you put out where you're getting in. You need to find that balance, not overthink it. Just let it come to you. How can Gemini get this type of energy in their life? We have Temperance in the reverse and the Fool. I think there has to be a lot of you guys going through a space of healing, really addressing the instabilities and the people that really throw your energy off. Because Temperance in reverse is like clashing interests. You know, you go and find people or things that don't really go with what you want, and it creates a lot of disharmony. Like a lot of you guys, you get a lot of issues anytime you go towards take a risk on love, take a risk on relationships. Yeah. But Spirit is saying if you are willing to, really think deeply about how this time you're only going to allow people to pour into you at your level or a better, that's when the Wheel of Fortune is going to turn in your favor. I think it's okay to say no. That's something super significant. It's okay to say no if people are not aligning to your standards. Yeah, you'll finally get the type of cooperation. It's a really about demanding respect and leaving that people pleasing energy to the wayside. Yeah, leave it to the wayside. Some of you guys may have to end a relationship or, kick someone out of the house or move on from a unstable family unit that is holding you back to go towards the thing that is going to align with the type of care and love that you deserve. So let me know, Gemini, if it resonates. Phyllis says, no one is there for me. I got played. He effed me and used me. Yeah, he definitely used you. For a lot of you Geminis, that's what I'm getting. Like you're just really good people that just come across really bad circumstances. And that's so, so unfortunate. And it happens a lot to people who are just very empathetic, very loving, very caring. Um, we have to set firm, healthy boundaries. We have to set firm, healthy boundaries. Okay. That's what I've got for you. Next, we have Cancer. Any Cancerians in the room? Any Cancerians? Cancer's next. Thank you guys so much for coming to the live, each and every one of you. I really, really appreciate it. Again, don't forget after Pisces, stay tuned because we'll be answering your yes and no questions. Remember, there are no questions in the chat unless you are a Soul Tribe member. And Soul Tribe members, all you got to do is just hold tight. Once we get to Pisces, you'll be first to ask any of your yes and no questions. If you're not a Soul Tribe member, all you got to do is click on that join button right there underneath this video. Click join and you'll be enrolled in our channel membership, which includes a lot of other great perks. It is fairly new, so bear with me as I get content rolled out, but you'll notice very soon a lot of cool content will come out. But this is one cool perk about being a member early. A lot of freebies I'm giving out just to say thank you. So be looking out for even more freebies for becoming a member of the Soul Tribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for your support, those who have joined today and those who are still holding on and being a loyal member of the Soul Tribe. Cancers are next. Green hearts, hello. All right, y'all. We're going to continue with Cancer. Remember, any of these readings may or may not resonate with you, just as the intro stated. So just only take what's for you and leave the rest. All right, Cancer, let's see what we got. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Cancerians, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What does Cancer need to know right now at this time? We have peace. Cultivate inner peace regardless of external circumstances. Many of you guys really need to go toward a body of water, a lake, a river, a creek, the ocean, and ground yourself. I want you to plant your feet into the ground near that body of water and just let the breeze hit your face and feel the power of that groundedness energy. Something about water, I got to tell you, it does ground me and help me, especially when I'm going through a difficult time. And I think for a lot of you Cancers, you could be going through a very difficult time in your external world. But Spirit wants you to focus on the internal and getting yourself stabilized. Give me some more on this. Yeah. Lessons, valuable lessons, even if they're painful ones. The universe is always going to deal them to you, you know. And when that happens and you feel the lowest of the low, take those moments to reflect and say, okay, I've learned something from this experience and I'm going to use it to my advantage to develop myself so I don't make the same mistake. As the card says, you live and you learn, right? As painful as it may be. All right, let's see what else we have. We have Temperance in the reverse. And we have the King of Wands. Yeah, many of you guys can be having issues with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag. I think this person is secretly in competition with you, creating a lot of conflict in your world. And so it's throwing your energy off. A lot of drama, a lot of fights, a lot of tension between you two. Give me some insight on why the tension here. I think because of the stress surrounding this person's negative outlook on love, they may not trust your love offer or be open to it, and it's stressing you out. And this is where Spirit is saying, don't let it. Find peace within. Accept, live and learn. Okay, everyone isn't for me. This person is not wanting to cooperate, and I have to let it go. So the lesson to be learned is wait for the right person that will treat you right, that will bring you peace. And I said body of water, and you see on this card, body of water. So wait. Wait for your ships to come in. That's significant. Wait for your ships to come in. Yep. Don't allow this person to defeat you, to make you feel insecure, like you're not valuable. You are. You actually are an empress, but something about this person, they just really turn your energy upside down. Yeah, you really wanted cooperation and team effort from this person, and you just didn't get it. Any advice for Cancer on this? Yeah. Reach out to friends, family, and other people who can support you during this time to remind you how amazing you really are and how much you deserve better. Yeah, don't waste any time. Go for it. Call them today. Text them. Spend some time with them today. All right. That's what I have for you, Cancer. Let me know if it resonates. Good luck to you. Leo is next. T Rose says, definitely a great start to the Cancer read. Thank you so much. I thought it was a great reading too. It was definitely a good reading. Any Leos in the room? Any Leos? Mighty, mighty Leos. Any mighty, mighty Leos in the room? All right, y'all. If you're just now coming to the live, hit like, show your girl some love. I would really, really appreciate it. And I hope you guys are enjoying this unique read. It definitely is a little different, but it is one that I hope you guys are enjoying. So as you guys come in, let me know if you are liking it or not, so I can kind of gauge it and know if we need to keep this thing rolling or not. And if you're just now joining us, don't hesitate to rewind the tape. We are now on Leo, but we've already done all signs up to Leo thus far. I see we got DP popping on in this thing. Hey DP, how you doing? All right, Leos, mighty mighty Leos. Let's see what we got. George representing for Team Leo. Hey, Spirit, tell me a little bit about Leo's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What are the messages that Leo needs to know and hear at this time? So I definitely have something going on with your energy. It says direct your energy toward what you want to achieve. A lot of your energy is maybe focused on the wrong thing, the wrong people, things that are just kind of like stagnating your growth and progress. And you may hear me on this channel talk a lot about transmuting the energy. So please make sure that you're doing that and you're taking that energy and you're putting towards something that's going to manifest abundance, happiness, growth. I'm getting also, don't focus on the negative, whatever that means, because I also have fate. It's written in the stars, the universe, and in the cards that once you transmute that energy, you're going to notice that really cool coincidences start happening. I talk a lot about thoughts become things, law of attraction, where you focus, affirmations, calling in what you want is going to happen. There it is. You're going to reach your goals. You're going to skyrocket goals. It says your purpose. It says expectation and determination. Yeah, it's all written in the stars if you transmute it. I love that. That's great. That is awesome. Okay, let's get some on this. What is this energy they need to direct toward this goal? We got Two of Pentacles and we have the Nine of Wands. Many of you Leos may have been through a very difficult cycle recently, and there is no mistake as to why you experienced that. But I think for a lot of you guys, you're still going back and forth about like this situation. Is it really what I was supposed to do? Some of you guys could also be fearing love moving forward because you've been through so much. Yeah, with the Eight of Pentacles here, I think Spirit is saying really work on that. Really work on your fears, any type of things in the past that didn't work out in your love life and your goals. Don't worry about that. It's time to move forward. What is this goals? What is fate and goals? Four of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. It's time to focus on you, boo. It's time to focus on you, Leo, to be selfish and, building yourself up, improving your stability, your finances, your glow up. I feel like a lot of you guys are about to have a glow up where you won't even really need anyone else. And then you notice in the card, she's reaching for a pentacle in the tree, but it's also a dove right there. It's going to give you a sense of peace when you do this. Yeah, after going through such a difficult time. There's a lot of pentacles here, so there could also be a big emphasis on your money. Maybe after a divorce, relationship ended, bad situation, you have to really put a lot of focus on your money and not necessarily love at this time. What should Leo be focusing on? We have the Three of Wands in the reverse, and we have the Six of Swords in the reverse. You know, you're not dreaming big enough. That's what it's saying. You're not dreaming big enough of where you're going. So be clear about where you're going so you can move forward in your life. Be clear about that and you'll have much success. Yeah, I see you guys thriving and surviving and doing just fine. If you're worried about that, you are on the right track. That's what the universe is saying. You're on the right track. It just was a bump in the road. Okay. All right, Leo, that's what I have for you. Let me know if it resonates. Moving on down to Virgo. Any Virgos in the room? Any Virgos? Any Virgos? Y'all don't hesitate to interact in the chat. Let me know your thoughts. If any of these messages make sense, I would love to hear. And don't forget to like the video. Okay. Let's see what we got for Virgo. I see we have Stephanie here representing for Team Virgo. I see you, girl. Thank you so much for joining us on the live. And don't forget, you guys, after Pisces, we'll be answering your yes and no questions. So if you're interested in getting a yes or no question answered this evening, go ahead and join our soul tribe if you haven't done so already. Or you can go ahead and click on the link to be directed to my website to purchase a yes and no question. It's only $10 this evening. Or you can join the soul tribe, the membership, and it's free. Spirit, tell me about Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What does Virgo need to know at this time? What does Virgo need to know at this time? We have intention. Set clear and focused intentions at this time. You got to be razor focused. Go for the goal. It kind of feels like a bullseye. And that's kind of what that card reminds me of. So like, where are you targeting your focus right now? Having clear intentions will help you go toward that goal. Let's see what that may be. What is intention? We have strategy. Some of you guys are definitely trying to plan where you want to go next, maybe in your love life, maybe in your career. So if you're in the planning phase, be very clear about what that is. Come up with a clear strategy. For like a lot of you guys, it's about commitment. You want to be more strategic this time so you don't have a lot of issues in your next relationship. Because for a lot of you Virgos, maybe that past relationship was just not it. You know, it just didn't really click with you. So it's like, okay, this time, Mika, I really want to have a good plan. And the plan is being clear. What is intention? Spirit, give me some more on that. Seven of Wands and Four of Cups in the reverse. Be careful of people in your energy that may come to you that don't necessarily have the same mindset as you do when it comes to love. Make sure you protect your peace at all times. All that negativity, all that drama, anybody that's going to be holding you back. Yeah, be patient with the process, Virgo, because once you set that clear intention, the interview process of dating or waiting on the right person, it will become easier because you'll be able to weed out the people that are just trying to disrupt your peace. What is this strategy to commitment? What is that? We got the 10 of Cups in the reverse and the Tower. I think for a lot of you guys, you were a bit shocked that your past relationship didn't work out. You were very hopeful, and it really hurt you that it didn't. So you've learned a lot from that experience, so you kind of know what to do forward. And I think that is where Spirit is saying you to stem your or set your expectations moving forward, your intentions based on that. What else? Yeah, it'll give you all the clarity that you need, so you know what you need to tell people, what your expectations are. For a lot of you, it's just cooperation. You know, you put in a lot of work into these relationships. You want someone who's going to be reciprocal, as you should, right? We should all want that. Yeah. Just make sure you don't overthink it. Don't overthink what happened. Just kind of move forward from that. Because I think for a lot of you guys, you're still a bit disappointed about that thing. So I don't want you to ruminate on it, and then it kind of blocks your ability to move on, to create that new intention moving forward. So anywho, I hope that makes sense. Good luck to you, Virgo. Good luck to you. Next, we got Libra. Libra, Libra. Any Libras in the room? Libra. Fellow air signs. As T Rose mentioned, as well as my intro video mentioned, these are general readings, not personals. So to get a sure, in fact, personal inside look at your unique situation, it's highly recommendable that you book a personal reading with me. You can do so by visiting my website, mikadivinespiritualguidance.com. But if any of these messages are resonating with you, especially if you're watching live or the recording, leave me a comment. Let me know what's really vibing with your energy. Libra's next. Any Libras here? Libra, Libra. All right, Libra, let's see what we got. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What does Libra need to know? What does Libra need to know at this time? We have synchronicity. It says notice and trust meaningful coincidences. Some of you guys may be seeing 111, 444, 333, 222, like numbers that are repeating. They have purpose. So anytime you see repeating numbers, like just constantly coming through, that is an indicator this reading is for you. And if you don't know what those repeated numbers mean, Spirit is asking you to look it up, because those are angel numbers. That is your spirit guides trying to communicate a message to you of what you need to know. Give me some more on this. Yeah. Some of you guys could actually be suffering from a bad case of feeling alone, dullness, disappointed, and isolation. But if you've been seeing a lot of numbers lately, then there's definitely some messages for you. Okay. We have Darlene says she's been seeing some numbers. She's been seeing 444. And 444 is about stability, protection, and guidance. And 111 usually is angel number of sign of a new beginning, or love coming in. Okay. It's kind of like aligning your thoughts and your intentions towards something that you want. So if you're feeling lonely, it's kind of like your spirit guide saying, don't worry, like it's all going to come in divine timing. Okay. Whatever you're getting. All right, let's see what else we got. What else does Libra need to know about synchronicities and loneliness? Yeah, we have Four of Cups and we have Knight of Wands. Some of you guys could have someone coming towards you that you just necessarily are like over it with. Um, I'm getting someone that is always fickle when it comes to you, like a player or someone that can't choose between you and other options. And for some of you, if you're with this person now, you may still feel alone. If you're not with this person, you're feeling alone. Almost like you're over it. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so over this person. I'm over like my love life. But Spirit is saying, don't give up. Don't isolate. It's time to recover. It's time to allow yourself to not give up too soon because things will work itself out in divine timing. Just recognize it for what it is. But I'm hearing like a lot of you guys may feel like you've hit your rock bottom, but you haven't. You haven't, okay? This is almost like a spiritual awakening moment for you. Some of you guys could be going through a dark night of the soul. Look that up and Google that if you don't know what that's about. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. You feel alone. But Spirit is saying that loneliness is going to definitely come to an end. That abandonment, that feeling of isolation will be coming to an end soon once you're able to make amends and peace with what has happened, the drama that's occurred. And deep down, I think a lot of you desire new love. But first, there has to be forgiveness within yourself and this past situation before you can move forward. And then you can go for what you want. Okay. I think those angel numbers are kind of like the first indicator that you're almost there and to keep going. Don't give up. Okay. That's what I have for you, Libra. Let me know if it resonates with your story. All right. Next, we got Scorpio. Any Scorpios in the room? Scorpio, Scorpio. Thank you guys so much for coming to the live. Don't forget, we'll be doing a yes and no session after Pisces. We're getting through this thing, y'all. We're rolling tonight. We are rolling. To get a yes no question answered, all you gotta do is hit the join button. Join the Soul Tribe to get a free question answered, or you can definitely go ahead and click on that link in the live chat that I'm about to drop, and that will direct you to my website where you can purchase your yes and no question. All right, let's get to it. Scorpio is next. I see that Darlene says that Libra reading definitely did resonate. And she was sharing with me some numbers she's been seeing lately. So that was cool. Awesome. Awesome. Any Scorpios in the room? Scorpio, Scorpio, where you at? Any Scorpios? All right, Scorpio, let's see what we got. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right, what you need to know. We have manifestation. It says, focus on what you truly desire. The universe will respond. It's time to manifest what it is you want in your life. Call it in. I do have a playlist on my channel called affirmations. You can say those things over and over to call love in, money in, stability in, groundedness in. I have so many affirmation videos that I've created. Check it out. But manifestation is about believing that it's already yours. For some of you guys, you're manifesting home improvements. You want to improve your living situation. Some of you guys could be moving. Some of you guys could be purchasing a home. Or some of you guys could be trying to manifest marriage, right? Manifest a family unit. Let's get some more on this. What is manifesting, Spirit, that Scorpio needs to know? All right, we have the Ace of Wands and we have the Three of Cups. So many of you guys are manifesting coming together with others. You're just a bit confused about how to do this. Maybe it has a lot to do with you having people at a distance, or feel like you have to go online. If this is dating, some of you guys have to go online to date or meet people. Yeah, I feel like there could be even people that you want to connect with or manifest into your life that you may have had some type of ending with. Let's see, get some more on this. What is the Ace of Swords in reverse? Yeah, it's about like confused of how to contact all these. Like I said, like dating online. I think a lot of you Scorpio may have a lot of options that are going to contact you or you will be in contact with. Some of you guys are definitely manifesting new love. I feel like that is a big part of this. You're manifesting of marriage or someone to come together with. I'm getting a lot of passion. You want love. All right. What is this real estate piece? Give me something on that. All right. Queen of Swords, Nine of Cups. I think, Scorpio, you have come to the realization that you are not going to play games this time. I think in the past, you have been very kind and very generous in sacrificing your own happiness. But this to go round, like you're very cutthroat. I'm getting like a very cutthroat energy from you, Scorpio. Like you're not taking any mess. So a lot of these people that you're going to be communicating with on or dating or getting to know is going to be like, nope, nope, nope. You're going to be very clear about who that is because you know what you want. You're manifesting it in. Anything else? Yeah. And Spirit is saying keep doing that because that what is happening is it's causing the universe to turn the wheel of karma in your favor. So it's definitely going to create good fortune in your life. I think in the past, Scorpio, you may have been doing a lot of settling and not allowing yourself to be very how can I put it? Very strict on your boundaries and your standards, but times have changed where you're not playing with people. Yeah, you're going to fight for your happiness. And I think you're going to call it in. I think you're going to call it in because you've been very disappointed with a lot of other people in your life. Maybe people were mishandling you, making other things or other people a priority while you were pouring into these people. You're tired of it. You don't want to deal with that kind of energy. So you are definitely standing 10 toes down on business and you're being patient. And that's what it's about. It's about being patient with the process, waiting for the universe to bless you with the right person. And that is what you need to do. And I think a lot of you guys are doing that. And with this real estate, I can get like the Four of Wands energy, which is celebration, marriage, happiness. It's all about the investment. You want to get a return on your investment. You're not going to settle. Okay. I love that. Great reading, Scorpio. Good luck to you. Okay. Next, we've got Sagittarius. Just as a reminder, everybody, don't forget after Pisces, we'll be doing the yes/no questions. So there's still time to be added to the list. Don't hesitate to go ahead and book your spot. You can do so by booking on my website or simply click the join button. It's only $9.99 to be a part of the Soul Tribe here. And like I say, tonight we're changing it up. If you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel because every single month I do pick one of my amazing subscribers for a free personal tarot reading. A lot of cool freebies here. Your girl just loves to give away free stuff, as you can see. Man, y'all so spoiled. I got y'all spoiled rotten these days. It's all good. And listen, we are coming up on our 1 year anniversary of Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance on YouTube. So I'm excited about that. So be looking out for some type of fun announcement that I'll be putting out for all of you to engage in with a very special giveaway. All right. They admire me, says, spot on everyone, treat him horrible and he turned around and treated me badly. Now he's talking marriage and I'm cross watching. Wow. Okay. Saggy Waggies are in the building. Let's see what we got. I see we got Gabby representing for Sagittarius Sun. We have Melissa representing for Saggy Waggy. And all of you other Saggies watching silently. Welcome, welcome, y'all. Let's get it, Saggy. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What does Sagittarius need to know? Sagittarius, Spirit wants you to release, let go of what no longer serves you. All right, let's see if we can get some more on that. What you need to be letting go. Some of you guys can be holding on to an idea, a person, a job, a relationship. Let's see if I can get some more clarity on what this is. Stop! Whatever it is, whatever y'all got going on, Spirit is like screaming, release it, stop. Oh my gosh, y'all. Look at your phone, Saggy. Look at your phone. Stop. It says break, pause, stagnation. Ah, that's what it is. It's overload. Mm. Some of you guys are needing a break. You have way too many obligations, too many things on your plate. You're making yourself too responsible for too many people or things. So this can look like a lot of things. If you were a part of a relationship and you feel like it was one-sided, you got to stop. You got to have that team effort if you're going to be in a relationship. Think about, how is this person going to help and support me? You know, you got to stop always putting so much on your plate. If it's that family member that always wants you to do this, do that, because you want to look out for them. You're overwhelming yourself. You got to be willing to say no and let go some of that extra work. For some of you guys, you could just be working too hard. So maybe you need a break. Maybe you need a vacation. May need to pause on that. Let's get some more on it. Yeah, I just said, didn't I say team effort? I just said that. You need somebody who's going to be working with you and not making you do all the work while they sit there and be pretty. Yeah, it's time to heal. Whatever that is that's causing you to allow yourself to do this, because it's breaking you down, it's wearing you out. A lot of you guys need time to recover. If you've already released this person, you need to release it also mentally. Yeah, because some of you guys are still spying on this person, keeping tabs on this person. And for some of you guys, realizing like, man, it's hard out here. If you're trying to find a replacement or trying to see if someone else out there is better, it's hard. With this Knight of Wands, many of you guys are just impulsively going towards the next thing, adding more and more to your life. There's got to be some release here. What is that release? Give me something on that. Yeah, you're overcommitting to too many things with Two of Pentacles in the reverse. You got to drop something. You got to drop something so you can kind of manifest a new opportunity that's actually going to support you. I think there's a phase of you needing to learn how to do that, how to say no to some people. But some of you guys are just very kind, giving, loving people, very nurturing people. But it's okay to say no. Nothing's wrong with saying no to people. Yeah. Even those people that we want to date or be in relationships with. Once you're able to do that, I think you're going to start seeing a change. You're going to see how things are going to start playing out different. All those injustices and things that people were doing to you, such as those players or reckless behaviors people were engaging in towards you, they made you feel overwhelmed and frustrated. You'll see a decline in that because you're refusing to allow people to just come in and not be cooperative in your energy. Yeah, when you let that go, that's when the happiness will be united. And you'll also see, you'll get a lot more clarity about what that person or thing you need to let go in your life looks like, that you don't need to attract again. You know, you'll see all these other, like if it's dating I'm talking about, you'll see other options in a different light. Or you'll see family members in a different light and say, okay, this isn't serving me. I got to let that go because it's draining my energy instead of adding to it. Okay, that's what I have, Sagittarius. Let me know if it resonates. All right, next we got Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn. I hope everybody's having a good evening as well. Thank you, T Rose, for your kind words and encouraging words. Don't hesitate, you guys, to interact in the chat this evening. I would really appreciate it. It makes it a lot more fun and interactive. And thanks for those that are here thus far. And Mitzi's back. Her phone died. You're welcome, Gabby. Thank you. Thank you for your feedback. I really appreciate it. Capricorn, where you at? Capricorn. T Rose says Capricorn stalker here. All right, let's get right to it. Capricorns. I see that we have one of our Soul Tribe members, Miss Porsche. She's here representing for Team Capricorn, the goats. Let's get it. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What does Capricorn need to know? We have truth. It says, live your truth authentically. Okay. Some of you guys may have been denying your own happiness because you've been lying to yourself and just accepting the bare bone minimum, breadcrumbs, people mishandling your energy. But that isn't what you truly want to experience, right? So this is a call from the universe to live in your truth. And notice that this character is sitting like in a book, kind of in a forest. So seeing the forest beyond the trees, but also learning, getting very knowledgeable about what that means to you. What is your truth, and chase that. Some of you guys may need some assistance with figuring out, what is my truth? Who am I? What does Capricorn really want for herself or himself? So don't be scared to reach out for support after such a difficult time. Yeah, because some of you guys may not see with blind what that truth is. So if you got to go to friends, family, um, uh, therapist, whoever, Mika, to help you unpack all that, don't be scared. Don't be scared to do that. Some of you guys could just really be going through a very difficult time. Some of you guys could have let go of a very low vibrational relationship or situation that you're allowing yourself to really kind of reconnect with self. And this is a time to do that. So you can be honest with yourself about, okay, now that I've disconnected from that narcissist or that toxic person that breadcrumb me, that has made me not really see the truth of the matter. What do I know now about myself? Give me some more about this truth. We have the Emperor in the reverse, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. Give me some more in this Emperor in reverse. Okay. Yeah, you guys were dealing with a false Emperor. So that was the lie, the deception that you were experiencing. And this person, when they came in, they made it seem as if they were trying to give you a solid offer, when it turns out that this person was really chasing money, stability, wealth, eating off of your plate. And it had you lose clarity. It was almost like you were robbed blind by this person. And before you knew what the truth was, you were already down bad. So this is where Spirit is saying, after the storm, you got to be willing to reach out your hand and say, hey, I'm willing to get some help to get out of my head, to not let this bury me alive in pain and misery. Some of you guys could be gossiping about this, but it's really becoming from a low vibrational space of stress and pain. And that's where Spirit is saying you got to rise above this to dig deeper into the truth of what this lesson, this spiritual lesson, was really about. And for many of you guys, it was about a karmic cycle. And if you're not careful, the warning of the message is you will have another cycle such as this if you're not careful with, acknowledging what were those 10 swords that this person put in your back that you need to really think about. Don't overthink it though. And don't be low vibrational. Take a more higher route and responsible approach to learn from it instead of gossiping and talking about this person and bashing this person, things like that. Yeah. But it's okay to be hurt. It's normal. But I think it's also about being clear about your truth. That's what this lesson's about. Who you are, what you want, and what you deserve. So anywho, that's what I have for you, Jim. I'm about to call you Gemini. You could be connected to a Gemini or air sign. That's what I have for you, Capricorn. Aquarius is next. Aquarius is next. T Rose says, yep, around and around they go. That person that T Rose was dealing with. Those toxic people, it's like they never learn, right? They just repeat the cycle, create more karmic debt, and set out to destroy. And it's not right, and it's not fair. So that's what I have. All right, we're about to get to the aqua reads. Before we do so, I just want to remind everybody what's so fun and exciting about tonight's read. Well, guess what? We're doing free yes and no questions to members. If you're not a member, that's okay. All you got to do is click the join button. And if you are not quite ready to join, I understand. I do have a link that you can click on to go to my website to purchase your yes and no question for this reading. It's going to come right your way in just a few minutes after we get through Pisces. So we only have Aquarius left, and then we're going to do Pisces, and then we're going to start our mini reads. Okay, so go ahead and get your spots, and all of my Soul Tribe members, stand by, because after the Pisces read, you guys will be first to answer all of your questions. All right, let's get it, Aquarius. I see we got Tristan up in the building representing for Team Aqua Gang. All right, Aqua, let's see what we got today. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aquarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the messages that Aquarius needs to know at this time. We have serenity. It says, find serenity within your mind and heart. You hear that, Aqua Gang? There has to be balance and peace in both places. One in your mind and your heart. Aquarius sometimes can be quite the overthinkers, right? And your heart, even though people say Aquarius is ice cold, I think, there's also truth to the pain as to why Aquarius could be operating in that way. So if this is your reading, you could be feeling a bit hurt and really overthinking a situation. And Spirit is saying it's time to find peace now. I think a lot of you guys need to visit a body of water and plant your feet into the ground. Maybe look at the sunsets, spend some time in nature, wherever you may be, whether it be a lake, ocean, creek, just to kind of like really get grounded in peace, get peaceful. Yeah. Didn't I say grounded? And I said plant your feet in the ground and look at your phone, Aquarius. We got a little guy right here that's planning something. It says origin. It says creativity. That's us. And we have, I can't read it because it's so light, y'all. Uh, initiation and vitality. Yeah. So you need to plant seeds so things can grow. And I think the Spirit is asking you to plant seeds of serenity and peace and abundance in your life because you're feeling very confined right now. Yes, it's confinement, and it has to deal with like trapped in your mind, pain in your heart. So yeah, time to break your feet, yourself free from all this. And I'm getting like sail away into the sunset, kind of like a Six of Swords, going towards peace, sailing away, calmer waters. All right, let's see what else we got. I got the Ace of Wands, and then I have the Page of Wands in the reverse. Some of you guys definitely are wanting to have a new beginning with someone, but you may not have clear direction of where this thing may go because this is someone that is very in and out. And deep down, your heart is telling you you need to just let this go. I think your mind is telling you that as well because this person triggers you. If this is your story and you're experiencing a very rough patch in a relationship or a connection or family or whoever, it's time to get away from that, okay? Don't let yourself not follow your intuition on what you know is not for you. Release it because you would only be self-sabotaging yourself, going towards something that is not bringing you peace. All right, what is origin and confinement? We have King of Pentacles in the reverse and Two of Swords in reverse. Aqua Gang, you're really overthinking this situation. but you have all the answers that Spirit says you need to know. So baby steps, yes, baby steps towards your peace so you can create a new beginning elsewhere. But be patient with yourself. It's going to take time. Any advice for Aquarius if this is their story? We got Five of Wands and the Page of Swords. You really need to be determined to go towards learning about a healthy love, a healthy relationship, not accepting less than you deserve, understanding that someone who is avoiding you or running from you, don't question that. Let that person realize what they lost when they're gone, because there's always good karma on your side if you've made no bad no bad decisions. You know, if you're on a good side of karma, things will work out for you. But don't overthink the way this person has. I'm getting for some of you guys, this person was very toxic. You guys may have gotten a lot of fights and arguments as well. And this person may have impulsively left, or, you know, was not clear about what they wanted with you. And now that they can't decide what they want to come back to you, and you may be overthinking this. Don't do it, Aquarius. Some of you guys may get a revisit, a blast from the past, but this is not everybody's reading. Yeah, be clear about your peace. I think a lot of you guys are getting more at peace, and here this person comes in. But don't forget what you're trying to manifest in your life. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Good luck to you. I really hope that reading helped. Next, we got Pisces. Next, we got Pisces. And as Mitzi has mentioned, these are general readings, okay? These are general readings, not personals. So if you want to get a closer insight look on your unique situation, it's highly recommended that you book a personal reading with me by visiting my website, beacondivinespiritualguidance.com. All right, y'all. Last but not least, we've got Pisces. Any Pisces in the room? And then after Pisces, we're going to start our yes and no questions. So don't miss out on that opportunity. Hang with us. If you have a dying yes and no question, go ahead and pre-book your spot now. Pisces, Pisces, where you at? All right, so Mitzi is a Pisces moon. Let's see what we got. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Pisces, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What do they need to know? It's time to detach, Pisces. Detach. Let go of attachment to outcomes. Many of you Pisces really truly want a relationship, a situation, something going on in your energy to really work out and connect. But if you notice in this card here, we have polar opposites that we're trying to bring together. So I'm getting the energy of not allowing yourself to settle and not allowing yourself to force something to fit. Some of you guys could be really holding on to the illusion, the fantasy of what this person has said to you and what they want to do. And this could be family, friends, whatever, but you're just not seeing the results. And that's what you have to let go of. Yeah. Because if you do, blessings will start pouring in. This may not be your blessing. Okay. This may be something that you had to learn from. I have accident here. It was one of those things you thought was a blessing, but it was actually something that actually end up hurting you or will hurt you, and you accidentally ran across this idea that it can work out, but it just can't. And for some of us, we want to manifest certain outcomes in our life, whatever that is. But that is a recipe for disaster because we're not in control. The universe is what it is. It does what it does. We just have to be open to whatever happens. Let's see what we got. Detachment. What we got? King of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Tower in the reverse. Man, whoever this energy is, y'all, they are off the chain. Yeah. For some of you guys, this person significantly broke your heart because they were emotionally unavailable. They were a drama king, causing a lot of chaos and dysfunction. I'm getting like you can never win with this person. They were very, very toxic, and it was a very painful experience for a lot of you guys. And you were just holding on, right, to the idea of the outcome that maybe we can make it work. And then you notice the cycle kept repeating. They would come back, do the same thing. They would come back, do the same thing, right? It just never really worked. With the Three of Cups in the reverse, I just feel like you never really got this person to cooperate. Um, You wanted them to let go of third parties, other options. This person could have honestly been gossiping to you about your drama in your relationship to other people. I mean, this is just very low vibrational, where it kind of forced you to go into doing a lot of soul searching, I'm hearing, because Spirit wanted you to learn a very valuable lesson about not settling and not forcing things to fit when it just doesn't. It's not meant to be. But you did love this person. You did. So with blessings and accident, what is that? So yeah, Three of Pentacles in reverse and Page of Wands. So you kind of kept running into a problem with this person coming in hot and heavy, selling the dream that they're going to really make this thing work with you. But it turned out it was like a one-sided relationship because this person really feared putting too much investment in this. This is definitely somebody that was a player for sure. They were definitely detached from you. And it's like, Spirit is asking you for you to detach from them because it just never worked. All right. Underneath the deck, we have Ace of Pentacles. I think a lot of you guys know once you let this go, because you guys are an intuitive sign. After you learn the karmic lesson here, then you could have an abundant new beginning. For some of you guys, this will be in your career, your stability. We'll see a takeoff after you let this go. It's like accidentally blessings will start pouring in once this is detached. But you can't let your pride and ego get in the way. Yeah, from your wish fulfillment, from what's going to really make you happy. All right. Well, that's what I have for you. Let me know if it resonates with you, Pisces. Let's see. I see that we have Eric shared his story. He said, yeah, it's definitely a situation he had with his ex. So sorry you had to deal with that. Um, yeah. Okay. Next, y'all, we're going to go ahead and move on to our yes and no mini reads. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break, but when I come back, we're going to start our mini read portion of the reading. All you got to do is hit that join button. When you click join, it will automatically add you to our membership. And if you're not interested in joining our membership, you can just click on that link right there where you'll pay your $10 to ask your yes and no question. All right. I'm going to step away, but once I come back, we will begin. Thank you guys so much for being here. Stay tuned. All right, y'all. Your girls made it back. Thank you guys so much for your patience. Remember, we are about to do our yes and no questions. So at this time, I do ask either of our Soul Tribe members to go first. So if there's any Soul Tribe members that has a yes and no question, go ahead and type your questions in the chat and I will go ahead and begin. As we wait on our Soul Tribe members to type their question, and just to remind everybody, if you would like to get an answer for your yes and no question, I still am accepting questions on my website. Just click on that link in the pinned comment and it'll direct you there. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the live today. It was a little different. As you guys know, I primarily do a lot of love readings on here because most most clients when they watch my channel, they really enjoy the love reads, and that's the most popular type of booking I do get. So I kind of focus on that. But I do hope you guys enjoyed the change for once. Doing something a little different. All right. Porsche is going first. Hey Lisa, how you doing? Good to see you, girl. All right, Porch wants to know, hey Mika, will my ex JLS return soon? All right, let's see. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Portia Williams. Will her ex JLS return soon? Yes. He wants a new beginning with the Ace of Cups. Yeah, he definitely wants to revive this with the death in the reverse. How will he come back, Spirit? We have the Four of Swords and we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't feel like he's going to give you anything long term. It still feels like this is going to be kind of like a breadcrumb offer because he's resisting changing and evolving. He's just thinking about what he can do to still keep you in his energy, but I don't think he really wants to stay long term. Yeah, because he just feels like right now you are an amazing investment. I don't see a lot of love here. I feel like this Ace of Cups speaks of love bombing energy to get you hooked on in, and then the rest that follows speaks more so about stability. He likes the stability that you bring into his life, but as far as creating a stable relationship, no, but he definitely plans to come in and give you another love offer. So that's what I have. I hope it helps. All right. Let me know what you think. We have any more Soul Tribe members? Any more Soul Tribe members? Drop your questions in the chat. Soul Tribe, drop your questions in the chat. Any more Soul Tribe? All right. I did receive a payment from initials K and S. Thank you so much, K and S, for your yes and no question. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the screen for you. Any more Soul Tribe? You're welcome, hun. You're very welcome. Trying to give Soul Tribe another chance. Come on, Soul Tribe. Nobody else, Soul Tribe. Okay. All right, Cassandra, you're next. Cassandra would like to know, is JG thinking about me at this moment? He said we are working because of his own doings. He shifted recently once I put a boundary up. Okay. So is he thinking about you at this moment? Let's see. Spirit, tell me a little bit about JG that's connected to Cassandra in love and romance. Is he thinking about Cassandra at this moment? We have the Seven of Wands, and then we have the Knight of Wands, which is kind of a contradictory energy. But I think right now he's a bit guarded from coming forward from you. He's kind of like protecting himself. Let's see why. I think there's some fear. Fear due to that boundary that you set. So now he's kind of like putting up a boundary. But he also respects you and sees you as an empress. He sees you as the end all be all. But I think you kind of make him a bit scared because he's only a Knight of Wands. So a Knight of Wands is typically like a player energy. They're very scattered. They move all over the place. If he does come forward, I would be weary that he may be coming in for passion. Okay. The Knight of Wands is kind of like that here today, gone tomorrow type of energy. Someone that you can't really fully trust because they may be gone. But I will say he does respect you. He sees you as someone who is very abundant, very nurturing, exuding a lot of divine feminine energy. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely do feel like there is a lot here, you know. Yeah, I post the question so you know that your question is up. And then when I timestamp your reading, you will know when your question appears. So yeah, that's what I have. But his motives deep down, Cassandra, is someone who is definitely coming in with bad intentions. You know, he's very low vibrational, very toxic. And he would only be coming back to drag this relationship on. It's not going to go nowhere. It's definitely not going to go anywhere. So yeah, that's not a good thing at all. So I hope that helps, Cassandra. Thank you so much for going ahead and booking a yes or no question with me. All right. Kaiser wants to know, am I accepting super chats? I'm not accepting super chats for questions. If you would like to book a yes or no question, you'll have to click on that link to visit my website to book there. And then for those that are my Soul Tribe members, they just post their question in the chat. So I know that they're Soul Tribe. All right. So I'm still accepting questions, y'all. Y'all got to be careful with these toxic folks. Man, they don't stop, right? One thing I will say about a toxic individual is they, even if they recognize how valuable you are, and I get a lot of clients and a lot of readings where people come to me and we talk about someone that they've disconnected from or ran away from. And I say ran away because it was a nightmare. And then months or even a year goes by. And next thing you know, guess what happens? Here they come. Here they come out of the shadows. Say, same as no, it's not too late. You can go ahead and book a question. I'm just waiting for the next person. So if you guys want to book a question, go ahead. I'm just chattering. Um, So yeah, it's definitely one of those things that I will say you got to be very mindful of. You got to be mindful of these people. If they show you who they are, believe them. Believe them, believe them. But it happens quite often. All right, y'all, don't forget to like the video. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel because every single month I do pick one lucky subscriber for a free personal tarot reading. Speaking of free, today we are doing free yes and no questions. To be a part of the fun, all you got to do is click the join button located right underneath this video to join our soul tribe. And if you're not quite ready to join the soul tribe, no worries. You can go ahead and click on the link to visit my website to book your yes and no question. Do keep in mind your yes and no question has to be a yes or no question. No mini reads tonight, please. No mini reads tonight. But as y'all know, I still give you a little bit more than just a yes and no response. Okay, or they are $10. They are $10 per yes and no question. If you click on that link, it should all be there. I'll drop the link again for you, Janice, and it'll take you right there. All right, so you'll click on the where it says pay or pay $10 here. You click on that and follow the instructions on my website there. All right, y'all. So for those that checked out the reading earlier today, the one that I did, the personal reading, I hope that was also fun. I'm trying to change up things a little bit on the channel, see what you guys like. So I want to hear from all of you if you guys enjoyed hearing the money, hearing the advice. On this one, we did what you needed to know. I'm trying to change it up and not just be super focused on love. It's okay, Cassandra. It's okay. That's why I really don't like to use that little box. But on the website platform, Cassandra, that I'm using, it gives me such a small little box. And it's so hard for my clients to see what they're typing, especially on your phone. Like it's hard to proofread it. So I typically, when I do my readings, I don't, like if I do a mini reading session, I typically don't do that box. I'll do like after you check out, click on a link to complete a Google form. So that way people can see what they're typing. I just don't like that little box, but that's what they give you on the website. I figure for a yes and no question, it's simple. You just type your question on there and it makes it easier. So thank you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope all is well with you, Cassandra. Cassandra's been around for a little while. Good to see you. Don't feel bad. You're good. You are good. I should have proofread your question too, because I noticed it after I started reading it. I said, "Uh-oh, I probably should have fixed those typos for her." But it's all good, girl. It is all good. All right, so I'm waiting to see if there's any Soul Tribe members that would like to get a reading. So if you are a Soul Tribe member and you are already a member of the channel, you can go ahead and just type your question in the chat. If you're not a member of the channel, that's the link right there. All right, y'all. Give you guys a few more minutes and then we may close out this live. Did you guys enjoy the reading today? What y'all think about the reading? Because I don't know. You know, when I try to change things up, I got to hear from the people to see what you guys like. I didn't get as many views on this one, but I kind of figured, I said, well, you know, we'll try, we'll see. I know a lot of times you guys want to hear about love. So I try to keep it about the love reads, but then we get some people that get on and they get mad when I do love reads and it's not the messages they want to hear. And I'm like, well, but this is the collective energy. I don't know what else to tell you. It's the collective energy. All right. I got an order from Gaelle. You're welcome. You're welcome. So, Gail, are you here? I'm going to go ahead and post your question. You said whatever comes out. And then you want to know, is U and S, will U and S be together? Now, the first question that you asked, though, you said whatever comes out. So I would need you to kind of like clarify that. I guess I'll just pull a card and see if there's anything that comes out. I guess that's the best way I can do it. Because really it's only for yes and no questions, baby. But we'll make it work. I got you. She did buy 2 questions. All right, before I begin on your question, Gail, are you here? All right, Gail. So let me just pull, I'm gonna pull 2 cards because it's really supposed to be a yes or no reading. But we gonna make it do what it do. All right, Gail. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Gail. What does Gail need to know at this time? What does Gail need to know? What does Gail need to know? We have the 4 of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Star in the reverse. I think you're really stressed out about this love situation surrounding you and S. And Spirit is asking you to really kind of like set that stress aside because it's really consuming you at this time. You're worried that this person will not want to accept your love offer or not want to love you. And Spirit is saying release it and let the universe be at work because maybe this is not the right person for you. All right, let's get to question number 2. Will you and S be together? Will you and S be together? I have the 6 of Wands in the reverse. And then I have the 2 of Wands in the reverse. So to answer your question, you guys could be together if you want to, but it's going to be a very struggling relationship. It's going to be a lot of issues because from what I see from S, he doesn't have a solid plan moving forward. Yeah. Even though he sees you as the end all be all, he sees you as an empress, someone that could be someone that is very abundant, very stable, that you bring a lot to the table. Someone he could see settling down with, but I just don't really feel like this is someone that is mature enough to really come forward and give you the type of relationship that you're looking for. Especially because this person feels like they've been through a lot with you already. So, that person that's like, oh, Gail's standards is too high. What Gail wants, what Gail needs is way too much. I can't bear to have to put in all this work and effort. It's too much. But that's not even what you got going on. Let's see. Why the Nine of Wands? Like, it's almost like he's forcing himself to be there, but he's not going to be very happy either. You see what I'm saying? Because he's forcing it. And I think if you were to allow him in your life, you're not going to be satisfied, because I think you both are not equally yoked or on the same page. And that's definitely not what you want. You want somebody who's going to be on your level, who's going to give you the type of relationship that you deserve, that you actually really want to have in your life. An Empress, I will say it's hard for an Empress to be able to attract a good, stable partner, because a lot of times for Empresses, they have a lot of things about them that says, I don't really need somebody, but I want somebody. But you got to find somebody that's your vibrational match, which is typically an emperor or a king. All right. So let me know if it resonates with you. Good luck to you. Gail, thank you so much for purchasing 2 yes and no questions. Kaiser, you're next. Kaiser has 2 questions. Are you still here, Kaiser? I think you are. I see your your chat there. Are you still here, Kaiser? Kaiser, are you still here? All right, Kaiser. There you go. Okay, there you are. Okay. All right. I don't want to start if you had to step away. Okay, so here we go. Let's go into it. Does E love you? And will we end up together? All right, let's go to the first question. Does E love you? Let's see. Spirits, tell me a little bit about Kaiser's person, E. E, the person that Kaiser is connected to in love and romance. Does E truly, honestly love Kaiser? We have the Magician. And we have the Six of Cups. To answer your question, I say yes. But maybe not in the way that you think, okay? What they love is the happy memories that you guys have created together. That is what E loves. Give me some more on that, the Magician. Yeah. If he could, he would definitely have a new beginning with you, because there is love there. But the memories is more significant. The good times, the fun you guys had, or the good solid beginning you guys had in the beginning. I think wanting to relive the good times is a big part of it. All right, let's give me on the Six of Cups. He just has a lot of fears and insecurities about creating this new love story with you, or continuing it. Um, because of all the disharmony that's happened between you two. So there is like fear that's kind of holding him back. So if you ever question like what's holding him back, it has a lot to do with insecurities and fear that things that won't work out. But definitely does think a lot about you and what you guys did have. All right, so question number 2. Will you guys end up together? Let's see. Will you guys end up together? Spirit, tell me a little bit about E and Kaiser. What will be the potential outcome between these two? Will they end up together? We have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have the Ace of Cups. This is going to be a very rough relationship because I feel like it's going to be forever stuck at one phase. If you guys were to get back together, it's going to be kind of like very stagnant. You know, typically when people are in relationships, you want to see growth, you want to see evolution, you want to see, you know, progression. And unfortunately, with this energy, if you guys were to reconcile, I really feel like this is going to be a relationship that's not going to progress much because of that fear, that insecurity. It's going to throw the energy off. Also, the Temperance in reverse speaks of unequally yoked energy. Your person feels like they've been through a lot. Okay. You may feel like you've been through a lot. I think both of you guys are going to be exhausted by this relationship. And, you know, anytime you guys get back together in relationship connections, this is for anybody watching. Just know there's a lot of work. There's a lot of work. You got to address the issues. And I don't think E is someone that's motivated to put in a lot of work. You know, he's just not motivated to do that. But he is driven to get you back into his life. But you're not going to be happy with this Queen of Swords in reverse with the type of um, progress that you're going to see. But he does have a desire to come back. Okay. But I'm going to be honest, when you have two people on two different pages, that's what makes it hard. All right. So Sun V just came in the room, one of our Soul Tribe members. So if you would like to do a question, Sun V, just go ahead and type your question in the chat as a amazing Soul Tribe member. You get a free question today. Thank you so much, Kaiser. I hope that helped. Let me know if it resonates. Let me know if that message resonates. I will say this, guys. Anytime you're dealing with relationships where you feel like you have to put in a lot more effort, a lot more work to kind of get that other person to move their ass, then that just tells you right there, you guys are not on the same page. And you can't force somebody to want to change or be better. I've always thought of relationships as, and you know, two people have to be on the same page. And there has to be compromise. It's not always going to be butterflies and rainbows. There's going to be times when things get hard. So when you're dealing with a partner who's resisting putting in the work, that can be very difficult and frustrating. And for a lot of us on this channel, we are vibing so high. We are emperors, empresses, king, queens. We got it going on, right? But then we come across these low vibing people that are content with giving minimal effort and minimum energy, little to no compromise. And then it's a recipe for disaster. So, anywho. All right, Sun V, you can go ahead and just drop your question in the chat if you have a question for me, love. Thank you all so much for coming to the live, each and every one of you. And thank you to those who have booked a yes and no reading today. Thank you again to Casandra, Gaelle, and Kaiser. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Sun V would like to know, is my ex finally washed from my energy. All right. Let's see. You want a complete clean slate. I hear you, girl. When I tell you, I hear you. I know the feeling. You know, sometimes you have those people that you love so much until they get on your everlasting nerve and you trying to move on with your life, but then that person does not want to move on. And we come across a lot of that, don't we? In these readings where you guys are like, okay, Mika, I'm ready for new love. I'm ready for someone else. And then you have this person from your past that you done tried to move on from that can't let you go. Y'all, it happens all the time. So let's see, Sunday, let's see. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sun V's ex, the person that she was connected to in love and romance, that she wants a clean slate from. Is he still holding on to her energy? Is he still holding on to her energy? All right, we have King of Swords. And we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So more than likely, we're at the tail end of it. I think that he's really just trying to release it and be open to new perspectives, new insight, a clear conscience about moving on, transforming. But this is somebody that is feeling quite stuck of how to release and let go, because he finds you deep down as someone that's very attractive, you know, very confident. I'm getting a lot of sexual energy. He does still think about you. That's a lot of what it is. What is this King of Swords? Yeah. And that's the hard part, because he still thinks about you. It's all thoughts, but it's not really trying to come towards you. Is it trying to come towards Sun V or anything? With the Fool in reverse, I don't think so. I just think he just thinks about you and just fantasizes about you. He may, you know, desire you, you know, all that jazz. But do I see him wanting to reconnect with you? Nah, I think he's letting it go. It just takes time for him. It just takes time for him. You know, change is hard for him. Moving on is hard for him. He becomes quite obsessed and fixated on people and things that he really loves, really wants. He does think he's thought about it, but he doesn't want to fully lose you. But I think he's realizing you gone at the door. So do know you may get a little sprinkle here and there, but we're almost there. We're almost reaching the end of him setting himself free. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Man. I agree, Sun V. The best route of action would be for him to just let it go for everybody involved. Because I think you told me that he has someone else anyway. It's like, why are you still so obsessed with Sun V? Like, come on, man. Move on with your life. Move on with your life, man. All right, guys, I'm going to step away for just a little bit, but when I get back, we'll do the last little bit of our mini readings for yes and no questions. Do know you still have time to go ahead and book it, but once I come back to the live, the store will be closed. So I'll give everybody a couple more minutes to get those yes and no bookings in, and then we'll close the live. So hang tight. I'll be back in just a moment. Thanks for watching.
You can still go, even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answered.
All right, y'all. Well, that is the conclusion of the live. Thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate you all for being here. And big shout out to those that supported the channel today. Do keep your eyes peeled because in May, we're going to be doing a special announcement to celebrate the anniversary of Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance, where I'll be doing a very special fun giveaway. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel because every single month I do give away a free personal tarot reading. Big shout out to our mods this evening, Lisa, Mitzi, T Rose, and thank you all for tuning in. I'll look forward to see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourself. Namaste. Thanks for watching.